Hey y'all, welcome back to Rollo Nixon from Nixon Disability Law, coming to you during our Veterans Month campaign, where we're bringing you key history, trivia, and important information about veterans and how they make our country stronger and our communities better. So today we're going to talk about an interesting relationship, the relationship between Congress and veterans. Would it surprise you to learn that at one point, the percentage of members of Congress, that's U.S. senators and elected representatives, was greater than 75? Would it surprise you to learn that currently less than 20% of Congress, whether it's U.S. senators or members of the House of Representatives, are veterans? I actually was surprised. I found that surprising myself. I thought it was awesome that at one point, specifically just to give you the time frame, in 1953, which was the 83rd Congress, 74% of senators and 62% of members of Congress were veterans. That would actually increase for both houses until circa 1974, at which point it began to fall pretty consistently to today. And so some of that is due to the proximity of those Congresses to World War II, to not just World War II, to World War I, and to World War II, to Korea, and to Vietnam. But there's more to it than that, because as you know, we've had the Gulf War era. As I said in my last video, the Gulf War era started in 1990, and at least for one of the research entities, continues through today without interruption. Other entities, I believe the VA itself, Gulf War I ended circa 1993 or 94, and then Gulf War II began, of course, in the 21st century. But anyway, I digress. They're veterans from those eras as well, and yet somehow they don't make it into Congress. Somehow they don't seem to be getting elected or even running for office. In my opinion, this points to certain critical problems in how our communities embrace veterans or don't, and then how veterans are cared for. Okay, I believe we had a much healthier, more diverse veteran population decades ago that was more diffuse in American society. You could find veterans in all walks of life. And now, unfortunately, that's not the case. In 2023, the 118th Congress, less than 19% of senators were veterans, and less than 18%, 17% actually, of U.S. representatives were veterans. And this is something that needs to change. So in our next video, we're going to talk more about the role of Congress in the lives of veterans. Specifically, we will talk about the VLJA, a very important law from the end of the 80s. Stay tuned.